Actually, can I play this part? We don't want it to go in as a co-op run. So yeah, this is Rockman 7. As you can see, we are playing the Japanese version because he likes to play with RNG. But yeah, we got opening cutscene here, and we're going into the intro stage.
And the best joke in the game.
I'll trust you on that one.
The only one.
Oh, that's oh yeah. Oh yes,
The
it
helmet.
will be the only joke we see.
Just see, it's so good.
Dude, you don't need to read Japanese to get that one. So what's his name?
Otto.
Otto? Okay, I thought it was like Robo.
Was it Rob?
Wait.
Huh?
Oh, Roll's the girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's right.
But the robot, wasn't that Rob?
I thought you said it was Otto.
Oh.
Was it?
I'm-
Is he right or am I right?
I'm not sure. Maybe we should ask Joka.
I don't know. I tried. He's keeping his hands crossed to us.
Oh, he put his mic up so we can...
Okay, that's valid. That's
Okay.
valid.
His name is Otto.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you. Shouts to Jenny. So, this run has been frame perfect so far. I'd just like to point that out.
Yeah, Joka just picked up his controller.
Now the trouble starts. It was doing good before this runner came into it. All right, so if any of y'all needed the story here, Dr. Wily's up to mischief again. So yeah, going here into the intro stage, you're going to be noticing, anybody familiar with Mega Man X speedrunning, kind of a similar thing. He's actually going to be taking damage all the way throughout here in order to get below a certain health threshold. I don't know. I don't run this game. But he wants to basically just throw himself into this mini-boss right here while killing him and also simultaneously dropping Mega Man or Rockman into low health. So a very nice fight right there. Because he actually has another fight coming up. And obviously the sooner... You can either deplete base... Yes, it's base, right?
Yeah, it's base.
Yes, you can either... I legitimately don't know these characters. You can either deplete base's health or you can just bop right into him and you're good to go. And that is the intro stage. Now is... No, okay. I was wondering if there were text boxes here or not. That doesn't start yet.
No, the RNG is a bit later.
Okay, good. Getting forward. Watch your step. I'm assuming those are Japanese exclusive. Very scary stage right here off the bat.
Yeah, it reminds a lot of Airman in Mega Man 2, so I think it even has like a fast air version. With the
Oh, yeah, with the cloud platforms coming up. That is correct. And might be a little subtle to tell, but he is dealing with these rain physics that are pushing him back ever so slightly.
Yep.
So he has to overcompensate in a lot of ways. So here is the kind of fast air portion of it. Let's see if he's able to get it.
Nice.
Very nice. And similar to some of the earlier classic Mega Mans, the classic slide here, and he's able to charge through the slides. Again, every Mega Man game seems to have its own version of the slide and its own mechanics.
Yeah, I like the slide most in Mega Man 1 and 2. Because it's not there.
By far the best. Way it should be. You also saw him right there. That's a tough ending section, as we were joking there. Sorry, bud. But yeah, able to utilize some of those wind guys to actually pull Mega Man in some cases. Very nice. Yo, and let's go ahead and kick it over for a donation while we're checking out the RNG.
Hey, what's up? We got $100,
Yo,
which adds up to
Nice.
$1,000. What's up, guys? So it's Mr. Cab. It's from
hey,
Mr. Cab.
Mr. Cab.
Joka's run is about to put me on cloud 9, far from a pile of junk that's going to freeze the game. Joka's run is going to quickly burst Wily's bubble. He's slashing right through the robot masters, springing into action with cool shades. Dude doesn't even need turbo. Thank you
Wow.
so much, Mr. Cab.
Thank you, Cab. Awesome member of the Mega Man community. So back there, that was RNG. So part of running the Japanese version of this game is that actually after each of the 8 Robot Master stages, in the US version, every time Dr. Light is going to talk to you, but in the Japanese version, it's random, completely random, whether Dr. Light, Roll, or Otto are going to talk to you. I believe Otto is the worst instance of it. And
Oh, he
this
got the
is
zip.
cool. Yo, he got the zip. So,
That saves 1 second.
yo, nice. That's awesome. I'm clapping for that.
Yeah, definitely.
How does that only save 1 second? That's going to be my question.
Ask Joka, he said
Okay.
so.
All right, I'll just believe him.
It wouldn't be a classic Mega Man without it, right?
I guess so.
Exactly.
And there you saw him pick up the Rush Jet power-up. This game actually has quick swapping for your weapons, but not for the Rush accessories. So that's the only time, other than having to use E tanks or W tanks, or M tanks, whatever they are, some sort of letter tanks from his menu. And you can see Rush Jet, always useful to speed up some slow sections.
Yep.
And here we are with the Junkman fight. And after this fight, I'll explain more, I guess, about the RNG that we cut off. Very nice. Also, just to point this out for the audience at home, Joka, unfortunately, a little under the weather. So he's not just not talking just because he hates you guys. He mainly hates us, so don't worry. So yeah, hey, nice. What skill? So yeah, once again, it's between it's random whether this is in the Japanese version, whether it's going to be Dr. Light, Roll, or Otto. Dr. Light is always preferable, but Roll, and I think it's then Roll second, then Otto's worse.
Wasn't Roll the worst?
Wait, Roll's the worst?
Yeah.
I don't run this game, but that'll be very clear as we go through the run. But yeah, I think Joka said it can build up to about a 48-second variance. So
Yeah.
it's pretty huge, and it's a really silly thing. At least we can say it's like boss RNG.
So that's why he runs this version.
Right. He's a bit of a maniac for this marathon run. But so Junk Shield that we just picked up from Junkman is one of, we'll say, the 2 best shields in classic Mega Man.
Definitely up there.
Yeah, it's so you're going to be seeing him use it all over the place in this run. Yeah, just a real good way to move through, make a lot of sections a lot easier. Rip, no 100%. And these cool little slide jumps off of previous screens to grab the ladders on the next. Yo, good, nice job on those idiots. We're dealing with a little bit of a cut-off screen there, so we barely know what Mega Man's health is, but that's fine. Just don't ever unintentionally get hit. most intense part of the runs. Ugh.
Oh.
So we've gotten 2 autos and 1 Dr. Light. I asked Yoga about this before we went on. I said, it's kind of crazy that Dr. Light is, in every instance, always faster than the other 2. But I guess it's because there's always an extra text box for, like, a joke. I think after each of them, sure.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. But consistently, they talk more.
I can confirm that.
I can, for sure. All right, that leaves us with one final boss. We've got Burstman right here. This is, so yes, Yoga would like to point out that this is Bomber Bombist. And that this is probably one of the hardest stages in the run, honestly. We'll kind of, I guess, point out a few moments as we go. But yeah, there's particularly a couple of just scary sections. With the water kind of moving up and down that he has to transition through perfectly. Otherwise, he's going to lose a bunch of time.
Yeah, this part is very hard casually. Remember dying many times there.
So this is Junk Shield. Yo, good job.
Yeah, pretty good weapon.
Very nice. All right, so coming up here is a rather stupid trick. Let's see if he's able to get it. Nah, okay. You can jump off of, it's again, as is everything in speedrunning, it's a frame-perfect trick where you can jump off the top of that ladder and actually just skip having to wait there at the beginning for Rush to come back down. All right, so this room can be pretty scary moving through it optimally.
Yeah, definitely.
I caught a good cycle there, though. I can't completely confirm what you were trying to go for there, but it was awesome. So with Burstman here, the biggest thing is that normally you're going to stay a lot further back on him because you see those are spikes on the ceiling, and he's going to shoot these bubbles into you, and you're supposed to be getting caught, and it's flinging you up there, and you're going to die in one shot. But Yoga doesn't care. He's going to get right up in his face and just kill him just like that.
Very nice fight.
Very nice fight. That's always a fun one to watch. No cares in the world. So this is the first, and I don't know if another Mega Man has actually done it this way, but they give you 4 Robot Masters, and then you're going to get another 4 after this halfway boss. Also, there was a donation incentive for this. Yo, roll! Oh, baby. This is not a great RNG run.
See ya time.
Say what? Oh, yeah. So, hey, the TV looks poopy.
Nah, it's fun.
That's perfect.
It's getting worse, too. Well, now we all know what it sounds like.
You were saying, Spike.
Yes, there's a donation incentive if you want to talk about it while they're figuring this out. Because we need to know this now, by the end of this boss fight. Because this is a very short boss fight we're going into right now.
This is the Blast from the Past stage, as you can hear with the music. But for the donation incentive,
If he can see it.
let's go with the torch, as in ghosts and ghosts.
All right, nice. Thank you, guys. That is the right decision as well.
Also wanted to mention that the classic Game Boy games actually had this.
Should
4
we
stages
pause?
Into 4 new Robot Masters. So I don't think 7 was the first one to do.
I just want to note, you guys probably can't see it on the stream, but this TV, everything's wiggling up and down, and he still did that fight perfectly. So we're gonna try to fix this so he doesn't have to play the rest. As impressive as that was, we don't want him to have to do the rest of the run like that. So while we're figuring this out, yeah, we're going into Shade Man. Thank you guys for donating for this. This is the Ghouls and Goblins, I believe. Is that the Ghouls and
Yeah,
Ghosts?
Gauss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one was it? I don't know. Ghouls and Ghosts and Goblins and Super. Yeah, you donated for this track, so thank you. He's trying to make his way through here. So, to point out while he is trying to do this correctly and doing pretty well, honestly.
Yeah, the TV is very wavy.
The reason why he is actually fighting Shade Man generally, for a lot of people, they're going to consider doing him last, mainly because the fight really sucks, doing it just with the Buster, and you'll see him also using Freeze Cracker on him. It's because we actually want to get his weapon, the Noise Crash, because with that, it's so distracting. We will be able to do, hopefully, some cool things later on in the run. On 2 of the other 3 boss fights. That's the first mistake he's made with this TV doing this. He missed a ladder. We apologize, guys. We're just working on some technical difficulties. So again, this fight without his weakness, which is the spring weapons that you get from Spring Man. Oh man, we are getting it set up.
Gonna hot swap the TV.
You'll notice instead he has to hit him with Freeze Cracker, which is only doing 1 damage to him while he's in the air. If he comes down, he can hit him with Charged Busters, which at least do 2. But yeah. It's mostly just kind of a slow fight, kind of no matter what happens. His real goal is that he doesn't want to get caught by Shade Man. And one more. Very nice. He did that entire stage, on an unwatchable TV. I would say this is a good point when we're transitioning.
They're speedrunning and changing the TV now.
So we can still kind of hear. Let's see, you're going to it's up and to the right, I think, right?
What?
I don't know. Well, just pick a random stage. Just pick a direction.
Oh.
This is better. Okay, now play on this.
Joka, you can do it.
Yeah, I think this is a good point to pause the timer.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I'm sorry.
It's not.
I'm joking.
What does it look like, Spike?
If he could, okay, if he could beat this, I'm donating my entire bank account.
Same.
Yeah, even. I'll mortgage my house, but I'll be awesome.
At least the soundtrack is amazing.
So yeah, maybe if Jen, if you want to just remind everyone what they're watching, other than that.
You're watching the European Speedrunner Assembly 2016. Right now, we are having some small
run so far.
technical difficulties with our CRTs, but that should be fixed shortly. You're in the midst of watching Joka's quiet but amazing run of Mega Man 7 or Rokuman 7 Shukumei no Taiketsu, which is Mega Man 7, the Showdown of Destiny. I see Joka's taking a picture. Make sure to check out Joka's Twitter very soon because it's probably going to be posted up there.
I know, I was making fun of the roll.
Which is Jokaah. No. People will post in the chat, don't worry about it.
Do we think we're in...
But yeah, we're working things out. Remember, all your donations are going straight to Save the Children. And with every donation, the US government are gonna amplify it by 10 times, so $1 becomes even more money. So make sure you get those donations in for all of the cool incentives and stuff you can find over at esamarathon.com. Let's see. Shout out to everybody who has donated so far. And that TV looks, wow, are we entering Rockman EXE right now? The Battle Network series? At any rate. So thanks everybody for donating so far. Thank you so much for donating for the Ghost and Goblin song in Rockman 7. And for all the previous donations, you've been very supportive. And you guys have our thanks and love for that. And trust me, it looks worse on the TV. I can even see it here from the donation station. Now the TV is black, so we'll see what happens. Make sure you don't miss out on the future incentives or future runs. The character name for Elder Scrolls, which is Matze is still in the lead with $65, and then we also have the choice of race of Elder Scrolls Morrowind, which is Khajiit at $15.
Oh, Joka took a picture.
Also, if you want to see more runs at this marathon, better get those donations in for 2 Worlds, the bonus speed run, which is right now at $381.74 out of $700.
Greatest moment of life.
I speedran so fast I broke the TV. I even broke up the back.
Also, Mega Turkan is coming up later in this marathon as well, and we reach our goal of $400 right now at $99.99.
Well, I mean,
We can unlock and play. Play the bonus stage of the game if you reach that $400 goal. Are we good?
It's on the TV.
Sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. We're trying to do all we can.
Straight to breakfast afterwards.
Hashtag save the Joka.
It might be even be close.
I'm bailing before. Yoka's bailing before then.
It's fine. Fabrics can do the commentary, right?
Yeah,
And the run, right?
as good as yes.
All right, and Joka, a true trooper, can barely talk, can barely see what's going on, and he is playing the video game for you guys. So for those of you who are not able to see it, that was we're entering Slashman stage right now. You'll see a fair amount of rush jet usage throughout here. To note, this is not a required rush jet section. You would be riding those mechanical dinosaurs normally across here, but once again, that's slow.
Yeah, that's pretty awful.
We don't recommend that even in casual play.
Nope.
Yeah, the yeah, we'll probably point that out when we get there. Yeah, if we want a quick donation, go for it.
All right, you got $1 from the Vesevusht, I guess. DJF Paul, why did you kill all the Technic? Dance Game Kappa. Thank you so much for that donation.
So what's going on in this fight right here is that after 4 damage, Slashman is set to head up into the rafters. He wants to specifically hit him with a 2-hitter, a 2-hitter, and then the Freeze Cracker, which is his actual weakness, dealing 6 damage to him. So it's pretty specific. Now, it didn't happen, but we'll blame the TV on that one. So, yeah, and if any of these things that come down, these like little, almost like mustard bombs, hit him, it takes away his movement and it takes away his charge. So he wants to avoid those as much as he can. Yeah, and after you hit him with the Freeze Cracker, he automatically, you cannot get through his iframes. So he's going to have to go through 1 extra cycle here. Still got through it. Sure, we can head over one more donation.
We got $10 from Hitstun. Live speedrunning on a buggy TV? That is hardcore. Good luck on Wily Capsule. Thank you so much for the donation.
Oh, from this point of view.
Yeah, we have multiple.
I hope. We want this documented. This will be a moment to remember in our lives. But we did get Dr. Light RNG there on a positive note. So, personally, as someone who has played this game, oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a different level. All right. So now, once again, we have these last 2 bosses. Again, I explained at the beginning of this kind of second wave of the run that he decided to go to Shade Man first. That was, again, to get his weapon, which is the Noise Crush. It's a really interesting weapon. It's got some cool properties where if you can either charge it or I think it's you shoot it against a wall, and it actually shoots back towards you, and that allows you to charge it up. So it's got a lot of interesting properties. You'll see it, that's really interesting. You'll see it used like that in a lot of ways. But it's particularly interesting to us because these last 2 bosses, we actually have an opportunity to instantly kill them with it. You'll kind of see as we get up there. There's a zip there. He went for it. And, he tried. That's fine. This TV might make those a little hard to get. In general, this is a really goofy stage. I just want to point that out.
Dude, shout out to Boyoyon Paradise as the subtitle for the stages because the sound is Boyoyon.
All right, so here we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that is a pixel perfect trick that he is going for right there.
on a very wavy TV.
So, yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't much of a shot at it there. We'll have one more opportunity on the next boss. To actually get these hits, it's actually pretty tight to actually get in these slashes just as his iframes are running out, because then he'll get right above. Uh-oh.
Just go with it.
That's it. That's it. No biggie. Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, more middle of the ground RNG right here in auto. We got one final boss here. We got Turbo Man stage coming up. And I know, at least for me, I thought this was the hardest, at least of the Robot Masters, hardest casually. Particularly because of one section coming up that is really, really scary. You'll see these tires that are being flung across the ceiling, or I guess pulled along the ceiling. He's the champ of the roads, dude. And if you bounce into them, they will bounce you either backwards or forwards, depending on where you go into them. So ideally, he doesn't want to bounce into them going backwards, because a lot of times they'll send you into spikes or into pits in general. But he also, nice, I didn't do that. But he also will ideally look for even one spot where he can take a forward boost off of it. So here's the screen right here. Let's see if he gets through it. Take a second opportunity at it. Again, it's, yeah, can't really tell which part of the tire we're going into. Again, for anybody coming in late, we are dealing with some heavy TV issues right now. Okay, got through it. Yeah, we're going for it? No. On this next mini boss coming up here, you'll see a little bit of what I was talking about with the Noise Crush, by him actually bouncing it off the walls of this boss and then allowing him to charge it up and then dealing a lot more damage with them afterwards. So you'll see just him shooting it back into it and then shooting at the boss over and over again. All right, so once again, we have one more shot at a quick kill. It's, again, very difficult on this TV right now. No.
That's too bad.
So unfortunate. I will say Joka was nailing it right before this on a TV that didn't look like crap. So.
Yeah, he got it like 5 times in a row or something.
Mm-hmm. I once again just like keep clapping for him, because this is like awful situations he's having to play under, and he's doing really, really well. Yeah, let's kick it over for one more donation.
We got $10 from Tonic. Hey Joka, good to see you play. Good luck. I kind of agree with Spike Vegeta. Can we give Joka a hand of applause, because he's a freaking trooper right now for dealing with this.
Like, I can't describe how disgustingly difficult that second screen of Turbo Man stage is. It's a stage that commonly walls people, and he was able to get through it on under a situation that you would hope you'd never have to deal with. And once again, it's not even stable, it's getting worse.
The cutscene is so long that Joka is now playing Pokemon Go.
Yes, all right. I hear there's some Ghastlies out tonight. They've taken over TV.
Yeah, I'm not sure that my battery is dead.
Oh, why am I not playing it? Oh, my phone's down there. I can't even
Oh, too bad.
dang it.
Well, I guess Joka deserves some Pokemon.
So, yeah, I was about to say, we'll let him have the Pokemon tonight. Dude, could you imagine if Pokemon Go, if it wasn't like all of us could have it, we had to fight over the same one?
It'd be horrible.
There'd be some actual problems in the world.
Yeah, people will be fighting.
All right, so as usual, our first of 4 Wily stages. Good luck on the home stretch. Yo, got that 1-up back.
Yeah, these stages are not easy.
No, not at all. And once again, you can see that little bit of diversion to go get Rush Jet. Very much coming in handy all the way throughout the run.
Yeah, very useful.
So here we are with our first real fight with Base. First of 2 real fights we're going to have with him over the next 2 stages. Very nice. And after all of that, once again, stealing Guts Man. This is the best Dr. Wily could come up with. Now he throws rocks. Again.
But where's the ass grab?
For anyone who doesn't know, up in the up in one of the conference rooms we have upstairs, we have a gigantic gamepad, like a table-sized gamepad, and it's supposed to be like, oh, it's a real challenge for us if we can get through that. I think Yoga's taking on a new challenge right here.
Definitely.
He can see he's losing corners of the screen. He's losing all the lines in between. Basically, the screen's just like shaking its hips the entire time.
Yeah, so you can imagine how hard 1-frame tricks are.
Right. So here is our final fight with Base, and for a lot of people, they consider this to be one of the absolute hardest fights in this game, just hardest sections of this game at all. He hits pretty hard, and Yoka's gonna have to make some very specific movements and adapt to wherever Base goes. So
Yeah, it's
see how it
a
goes.
very cool fight to watch.
Yes. Yo, that was a sick fight.
Yeah.
That was really, really good. There was the one time I was like, oh, he missed, but then it bounced back and he got the charge right off of it.
Yeah.
That was really good. Some creative usage of the springs to get a little bit of forward boosting. Another fun screen to watch, done well. Yo, nice.
Very nice sections.
This has been a really good Wily too. Yeah, it's all muscle memory at this point. Now this, I believe, is also a boss that deals with some RNG, am I correct? You ideally want to see him just... I forget exactly the ideal pattern, what you want. This is, I think, not what you want.
I think Joka said you can kill him in 2 pairs if you're lucky.
Okay.
So, not this.
Yeah, he ideally wants to keep, I believe, one of these turtles on screen. Yeah, keep him in a bubble.
Yep.
Because then popping him backwards actually does a lot of damage. So we are just about done with this idiot. Nice.
Yep.
Either way, that was an amazing Wily too from him.
Very clean stage.
Yes. With a not clean TV, but also I'm sorry if we're blaming the TV. I don't even know if it's the TV's fault, but
Probably.
it's. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the TV, but we'll see. And with that, let's get in another donation while we are heading into Wily 3.
Oh my god, this guy looks exactly like Spy Vegeta. Anonymous donation.
Oh,
Thank
I thought it was just a. I have a random chat comment here.
I think it was for me actually.
All my life, I've just been trying to mimic the Norwegian legend of Medua.
Exactly. I mean, who wouldn't?
I've been trying. It doesn't work.
It's a tough job, but someone has to do it.
Also, once again, shouts to the soundtrack. Alright, so coming up here, he actually wants to take the top route. I don't know if it's the screen or not. Yes. Yes, it's this. He wants to take this top route. I believe it's a little faster, but also it's going to gain him access to, I believe it's an M tank and an E tank right here. Oh, and a W tank. Just all the tanks, all the letters. Mainly because with, I think technically you could beat the final boss without the M tank. I can't quite remember, but it's only going to make it slower. So you need a lot of noise crush to get through the final Wily stage. Or the spring, the final boss. Which, by the way, is one of the absolute real quick. Very clean stage again. Is possibly the hardest final boss in like classic Mega Man.
Yeah, definitely.
And once again, don't worry, you are close to not having to play on this TV ever again. Yes. Oh, did the donation go away? No, you turned it off. I believe here's our boss rush, if I'm correct. Yes. Yeah, it's convenient that you also do get that E-Tank there, so it is some safety if you ever need to pull it out. Probably not for these, but in general, again, the final Wily fight is extremely, extremely difficult. It's easy to take a lot of damage during it. So let's see if we can try to get a little cleaner Slash-Man fight here. Again, fitting in 4 damage, and then right before he goes up, he's giving him the Ice Cracker, dealing 10 damage within a cycle out of the total of 28 health. Very nice. This should make it a 3 cycle. Very nice. Obviously, with Junk Shield, it kind of creates for a pretty aggressive strat there. Important to note about these is that a theme for both Mega Man 7 and 8 that I'm glad they dropped for other Mega Man games, or didn't have in the first place, is that if you die or if you game over to Wily Capsule, then you'll have to go back and fight all of these guys again.
Ouch.
So hopefully that does not happen. It's alright, we got that 1-up drop back in Wily 1. It's a good omen. Yo, let's try the quick. Oh,
Rip.
we need to find that vertical setup for it. So again, as I talked about earlier, it's actually a pretty tight window for him to fit in these slushes just as his iframes are wearing off right there. Otherwise, he's going to get a little too far above you, and you'll have to wait for him to actually get his attack off. So these are actually a lot tighter than you think. Joka making it look easy, though. And the ceiling spikes are back. Burst Man decided to break the TV to make this a little harder. Didn't like how aggressive it was.
Oh.
It's all right, we got it this time. Yeah, having to react a lot on the fly here with the situation. Anyone coming in late, the TV is unfortunately very wigged out right now. And Joka playing like a champ. Suck it, dude.
Perfect.
So this is what this fight looks like when you don't have to do him first. Again, it makes it pretty rough running this game that you've got 2 frame perfect tricks on bosses pretty late in the run, and you are sacrificing how much faster that fight is.
Yeah, it's incredible.
So here is the final Wily fight. It's 2 phases. One, this crazy looking stomper phase with the long nose. And afterwards, the capsule itself. Right here is weakness is the spark weapon. And he's going to elect to take damage in some places as opposed to playing it safe. But ideally, I think you can get in about 4 hits in a phase. These enemies being on screen, instead of Joka clearing them out, it's actually just going to keep him moving slower. And I was wrong. There's a lot more than 4 apparently you get here. Yeah, that's why you see him just leaving those enemies on screen. We're going to get 1 extra cycle here. All right, so pretty good through the first phase. Now comes... Good luck, man. This is going to be... special to say the least on this TV. This is the final fight. He's going to be shooting out 4 different like elemental orbs, depending on, well, just whichever ones he wants to. All of them will deal heavy damage and also freeze him and do other terrible things to him. So he has to react on the fly to where they're coming from. A lot of people consider this to be the hardest final boss fight in classic Mega Man. Ideally, what you're trying to get in here, it is technically possible to get in 2 charged springs, which will each charged one does 2 damage. You'll also see him in some phases elect to go for 2 and then switch to Freeze Cracker, just because he can aim that diagonally and get in 1 damage from below, so he can get in 3 hits on the phase. And very nice dodging there. Again, he does have those tanks from earlier, so he can both get his weapon energy back and also fill up his health. Doing a really good job of dodging so far. We've got him down to about a 3rd health. Yeah, and those absolutely meat grind through your health. Lovely that everything gets filled just like that, just instantly. Yo, nice. the double-double. Get ready on time. Should be coming up soon. Survive one more. The freeze cracker win. And time.
Well,
Great job, man. Had to work through a lot of adversity there. So, yeah, great job to Joka. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. I don't know what's up next. Oh, I think it's Bashi.
Our world is facing many challenges. We often wonder, how can we